How are you? It's Saturday morning. What's the date? I never even checked the date again. 26th of October. It's currently 5 to 8. I've been up about an hour. Had a shower and just started messing about up the garden. Update on the air source. This one here. So far so good. I'm sitting at 21. If you remember, I was sitting at 20 with the fish tank heaters. Actually, to knock it down, we're sitting at 20 at the minute, but it's on a bit of a precarious tilt, if you could see that. And the reason being is because if you look down on the sleeper pond here, it's soaking wet. Obviously these create condensation, and it's just soaking the sleeper pond. So today I'm going to get that sorted by the means of an old tray. So that'll sit underneath it with an hole in the middle, in the end, and a pipe just to take it away for now. So like I said, that's only a temporary position anyway. I have got to get it sorted and get it put into the shed, but I've got to make room in that shed before I can get it in. Obviously I'm still filling that bugger, and I've still got this one sitting here waiting to go. These, like I said, these are at 20 degrees and loving life at the minute. You know, so believe it or not, they was fed literally 15 minutes ago, and I'm looking for it again now. I'm up the window looking for food again, so I'll leave that off now. But I'm doing well. I'm doing well in there. This is set on frequent feeds, as I've already documented, doing 8 feeds a day. That one's just fed around about 10-15 minutes ago again, but these are cooler obviously, so the food's still on the top. I'll just pick at that and munch it when they want it. So as I said, I'm using this tray just to carry the water around, just bodging a bit in there now for now. Bit of Obi-Wan round it, bit of a joint connector. The air source will sit on that. I've got to cut that off with a or cut a V or whatever in it, just to get the water away with the multi-tool in a minute. But it's still early on a morning, and I know Derek's bedroom is right here, so obviously I'm in the shed messing about, trying to keep as quiet as I can. So there you go, 26th of October, and that's where I am today. Got to do a bit of clean out. I have still got a ton or half a ton of stone, this stuff on the drive, which I'm going to move as well today, because it's hard to get the cars on as it is. And that's pretty much it. That's where I am. So not much of an update. Oh, another thing I am going to do, which I've only done since I've had these filters going on the main pond since March. I've only done it once before. Some light on the subject. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that out. Now this is a job on its own, so once I've got the stone and everything up, I can sort of take a while to clean that out. Now when I do this, it takes a lot of water out of the pond, so obviously the top up's going to be busy. That's all I have to do. Turn all the filters off, isolate the pump and everything. There is some ceramic media still down here under the bubbles, and then what I'll do is I'll get the jack mat in and I'll swish it, and you'll be amazed how much crap comes out of it. I shall have a pump in there, pumping water out down my drain, which is just down under here somewhere, so I've got to get at that. But that's my job for today. I've got to get that done today, because I'm just conscious, because last week, if you remember, was it last week or the week before, I PP'd the pond. Now it took 3 full doses to get the pond just to stay purple for an hour, and I thought, you know what, that ain't good. And I'm conscious there might be a lot of organic load sitting within this jack matting, so I'm going to get a good swill out. I've done it once before, I document it, but I'll try and document it today and show you exactly what comes out of it. So yeah, happy days. So I'll catch you later. Thanks for tuning in. Red sky in the morning, never good, is it? We'll see what happens though. Catch you later. In a bit, Aid. Oh no! Before I go, I'll do this first while I think about it. I've joined a couple of new channels this week. Number one being the PB way. I'll put the name here, the PB Papa Bravo way. I think he's Liverpool way somewhere. Paul, his name is. Got a lovely little pond. Watched a couple of his videos, so I'll go over, give him some love, tell him Davey Coy sent you over, and and give him some love. Good channel, got some lovely fish. He's going to be redoing his filter house. He's got an Nexus in there at the minute, working great, and he's going to be redoing his filter house very soon. Also Ryan, Ryan's, I'm not sure if it's Ryan's Adventures or Ryan's Pond. I think he's an Australian bloke. I've been watching him as well. Just a couple of videos he's put out. Yeah, again, we've got a nice setup, homemade setup with blue barrels and stuff. So go over, give him some love as well. I'll stick the name of Ryan down here as well. And go over, say hello to him, tell him I've sent you over, give him some support, and say hello from me. Catch you later in a bit. There you go then. Trays under there. You can see, like, obviously how wet this wood is compared to that was a dry piece. All the sleeper ponds soaking wet. You can probably see better now it's getting light. So I'll put the tray in there. There's a water outlet down here just to run it away from the sleeper pond and keep it dry, because you know you just don't want that rotting at the end of the day. I'm saying it's brilliant, but don't want it totally rotting it out. So yeah, there you go, Aqua Forte. Like I said, so far so good. These are my Alprex, as you can tell. So anybody who wants to criticise me for treating everything, the reason I've treated them now is because the fish were coming from Rodbaston, coming with possibly Trichodina. I noticed flashing and flicking, so I've had a dose of Alprex anyway, and we'll see what the crack is after that. So happy days. But this is sitting comfortably at 20 degrees, even though that one says 19.9. That ain't far off either, so that will be kicking in any time now, just to warm them up. Just to show you as well, with this being on frequent feeds, I've got it feeding at 8 times a day. Slugs are a nightmare. That hopper was filled up last weekend, and that's all what's in it now. So that's how much food I'm getting over a week. I think that's 7 litres, is it? Something like that. Might be wrong, might be 5. So yeah, that's how much food I'm getting over a week. So we'll let them bathe in that Alprex for a bit and see how they get on. Like I said, these have still got fluke or something going on. You can see that Sankey's clamped its one fin up again. Clamped up on its one fin. So there's still fluke in here. And you can see 3 weeks on and the water's still fizzing from the fluke pea. And there you go. Goshki don't look too bad. And take it no worse. As I said, I'm going to get that jab matting bay done today, and just make sure nothing bad starts kicking off in there. Everything else should be okay, I think, and then we'll look at him again. The trouble is now I'm losing the weather and it's getting cold. So it is what it is. There you go, that's where I am. There ain't much to update you on now, but it's that time of year, it's been going into autumn. Well, we're in autumn now, as you can see, everything's going autumn colours. That one over there is losing its leaves, the maple over there. Excuse me, these are all losing the leaves down here as well. And I think, to be honest, it's just that time of year where it gives me the chance to get cleaned up and ready to get going again. If there is any white toppers or slabbers out there who fancy having a go at this for me, it ain't a massive area. I would say it's 12 foot, 5 foot. I don't know, up there, what we got, 1, 2, 3, 4 gravel boards, so that's what, 24 foot. You know, you've all seen it before if you watch this channel. So I'm looking for a white topper to do some decent slabbing. Either that, or I'll just get the slabs and I'll end up doing it myself again. It's one of them, mate. Well, there you go. At least this rain ain't looking too threatening at the minute. So I'm going to get on the barra. Catch you later, guys. In a bit, Right then, having you. I've got all the stone round. That's why my hair's wet, because I'm sweating like a pig. That's how unfit I am. So now I'm in the filter house. I've got myself ready basically just to get this jack matting cleaned out. As I said, this was one of the jobs I wanted to get done today. Just show you in there. I'll be getting that because I can see what you're looking at because I've got the phone the wrong way around. So obviously I've got my old faithful pump here, which is an old Laguna, which I've got knocking about, does about 10,000 litres an hour. And drains the electric like mad. Down there, I don't know if you'll see it on the phone, but just down there we've got some ceramic media in the bottom that's got to come up. And obviously the jack matting base. So what I intend to do is obviously that pump will go in. I'll switch filters off this bale length fill. You know what? Should we just do it that way? So then this bale length fill up. That pump, I'll drop that down into there, switch all the matting about in the pond water. And then just basically pump it straight out down to waste, which is just down here. I've got that connected down, going down into waste, which is all joined up with this as well. You might be asking why I never joined to that. The reason being, as soon as I turn these pumps off, the overflow is going to start going. So yeah, saying that, thinking about it, and stop being thick there. There you go. Well now. So anyway, that's where I am. That's what I'm going to do. I'll put it on pause. I'll get myself sorted, and then I'll come back to you in a bit. Now, if I'm honest, I think this is going to be a bit of an eye opener for not only you but for me as well. So turn the main pump off. So there's no return now going back to the pond. Turn the valve off down on the outlet. Now that's going to start filling up, as you can see. So what I'll do, I hope you're seeing all this, but hopefully, here's the ceramic media, which is down in the bottom. Now as soon as I've moved that, you can see the colour of the water. And this is what makes me a little bit paranoid as to this bay. Even though these bays, I'll never get rid of this. Well, I've got no plans to ever get rid of it. It's even though it's like this, it just needs maintenance. Same as any other filter, just a bit of maintenance. And it's been a good 6 months since I last done this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hang this up out the way. See if I can get it somewhere to drip. Put this out of the way. So I've just left that hanging on a screw outside. So just by shifting the stuff out the media, out the filter bay, or the ceramic media out the filter bay even, you can see that it's already getting shitted up. That's just a spare piece I threw in, don't know what. Every little helps, as they say. So that's just me pushing the pipe down the plastic pipe. Just ain't enough room in this place. So what I'm going to do, plug the main this pump in, but before I switch it on, I'm going to give these a good rattling, and you can see what's underneath, what's hanging. So now I'll switch the pump on. Oop. So you can see that now straight away. That pump's drawing that straight out, and what I'm doing, I'm taking water out the filter and out the pond and drawing it all through. So there's nothing. Keep some cups. So I have got your cup. I don't realise I had, but I have. Sorry, mate. Get some cups out of the way. So it's amazing that when you disturb this jack matting, how much crap comes out of it. Like I said, I'll never get rid of it. It's just a bit of maintenance. Once every 6 months, job done, eh? Trouble is, the way I've built everything around it, ooh, it's a bit of a ball ache to get out. There you go. Right, let's set that one out for now. Pull down my leg. So you can see the amount of rubbish what's in here. And it's ain't bad stuff, it's good stuff as long as you keep on top of it. You can have my finger down the pump there. There you go. There you okay, that's out the track now, so I can drop that pump a little bit more into the bottom now. And what I intend to do is to move these about just to get most of this crap out and try and get this water flowing clear. And yeah, there is a lot of water going to get changed here. Pretty well worth it, I think. All these was jet washed out before I put them in, so whatever's in them now is just good bacteria, I hope, and nothing nasty, which is what I'm obviously doing this for, is to make sure we've got nothing nasty building up in the pond, because as you know, the years I've had, don't want to be going through that again. Drum's kicked in, turn that off. Sorry about the camera work guys, but I've got you on the tripod and I'll really can't see what you're looking at the minute. So we'll turn the drum off, we don't need that on. So that one can come out for a minute until we start getting some. Oh yeah, shit bad. Got the comedy show, ain't it? Got the comedy show. So I'm just going to keep this stirred up. It's like Yorkshire tea at the minute, as you can see. Get a better view. It's like Yorkshire tea at the minute. A lot of it's just gone over the garden. I've got the cartridges down here. And what I'll do, I'll wait for this to run a little bit clear and I'll come back to you. So I believe it's all right, it is starting to run a little bit clearer. Obviously it's dragging the water out the pond, straight through. This is pumping the crap straight out, but I am conscious that the water's also going down quick, so I've got to get it done as quick as I can. So we're back in with the first one we took out, because this had much of a swirl round. You can see it's all gone crappy again. People will look at this and say, well, why don't you do it more often there? Because seriously, you don't need it, it's the last bait, and a lot of it is dead bacteria off the K1 or the moving bed. So just swishing it round. Take it out now. They weigh a ton when they're wet. These cartridges. Absolutely flooding. Filter house out again. An open ice rink in here if it freezes, don't I? So, again, gotta let that get some of that crap out, and then we'll go back to the fusting again. So, this little bit, what I can do while I'm at it, get a bit of a wipe around, or a bit of a clean while I'm at it. Nor is it really needs it. I think sometimes, to be honest, you know, I think sometimes that went too sterile, you know what I mean? You've got these drums and filters and people jet washing the drums out and cleaning the K1 out and whatever else, and I think sometimes it's too sterile, because if you think about it, yeah, it's an enclosed system, but who cleans them out in the mud pond? Who cleans them out in the canals when they're released into the canals? Who cleans them out in the pools? You know what I mean? Nobody. They're living with natural bacteria, which is what we try and mimic. We try and mimic that natural bacteria. So obviously if we're too sterile, that natural bacteria and that ecosystem, what we try and create, it's just ain't gonna work, is it? You know what I mean? Taking action. So I'm sure none of this settles. Obviously what I'll probably have to do, the top up's filling up as I'm emptying. I'll probably have to come to a certain point where I'm gonna probably have to stop, let everything top up a little bit, which is going to take quite some time, and then do it and then start again. In the meantime, I'll drop the jack matting back in here, and then we'll go from there again. So there you go, that's the second one done. I'll snap back to you in a bit. Stare to that waiter again. It's a lot more bath waiter. Looks like kelpies. So yeah, catch you in a bit. Good pond. It's about 10 inches away throughout the pond now. Still going down this pipe. See if I can show you without getting soaked. The colour of the water, but it is what it is. I don't like changing massive amounts of water. Anybody who knows me will tell you that. But this is just one of them jobs what's got to be done. I've got to do it, simple as. The top up's going out over time. Obviously this pump's ripping it out quicker than the top up can put it in, and yeah, it is what it is. It's got one of them jobs that's got to be done, simple as. Don't care what anybody says. I know you're going to probably moan at me for changing so much water. You know what? Another quick swirl with them, and a quick bumper, because I'm obviously having no in here at the minute. Another quick swirl with them in here once it starts to clear up a bit, and that'll be it. I don't expect to get them mint clean. I don't want them mint clean. I just want them clean earth. Just get some of that organic load out of them. Give the bacteria a chance to rebuild and colonise better. Get rid of that bacteria, that dead bacteria, and we'll go from there. So there you go, happy days. Catch you in a bit when it's all back together. In a bit, 8. So there you go, that's running fairly clear now. So it's time to get them back in. A few little bits on the bottom, which is just like the bits off the ceramic media. That's running fairly clear. As you know, the pond's way down. That's pretty much the level of the water of the pond, so we've lost about 12 inches now. So it's time to turn it off, get these back in. What I'm expecting is when these go back in, that there's going to be some dirty water again, but they'll settle. But the drum will sort that out, and everything else will settle it down, and then within a couple of days we'll be back to normal. So happy days. Switch that pump off, unplug that. I've absolutely flooded the filter out, so I've got to get that out in a bit, and we'll get it filled back up. Catch you in a bit, 8. So here we am again. I'll just turn that back up to the gear quick. I've actually got the pump up and running. It's only on number 1. You can see there's a little bit of settlement. I don't know if you can see actually. There's a little bit of settlement at the bottom where this stuff settled, but I'll get that swirl up. I'll get that to go through the system anyway. I considered what I'm going to do with the ceramic media, what I had in the end, what I had decided to talk about. I considered. So this is now running as such. The top up is going rather mad, so that'll obviously do its job and get it to where it needs to be. As you can see, there's a good 14 to 15 inches come out the pond, and it's like I say, I don't like changing water like this, but sometimes, you know, it's once a year, and it's probably the only major water change this pond gets. Well, it is guaranteed. So I'm currently sitting in about 3 foot, 4 foot of water, something like that. I see more like that. That might be enough. I know there's something going on, but they seem okay. But hopefully we've reduced some of that load in the. You know what? I'm having a brain freeze on him today. I may as well shut up. Got rid of some of that load in the jack matting bay. Obviously, it's a lot cleaner than what it was. Yes, it's still a mint clean, but who wants it mint clean? And hopefully these will reap the benefit of it. But as I say, the pumps I'm running just at 1% at the minute, so it's doing about I don't know, 1800 litres an hour, I suppose, which is probably enough. So we'll let that crack on. I'll let this lock top up, and I'll snap back to you later in a bit. take a while to fill up, I think, on that auto top up, but it is what it is. Tamasabrum sound. Look at the crap, I don't know if you've seen it. The crap off this food again. I've really got to go and get me a bag of kikari. I think I'm going to chuck this food away and use hikari wheat germ. I know people who feed hikari wheat germ all through. I think that's the wrong thing to do, to be quite honest. Not feed it all the way through, because I've got sake hikari waiting to go for next year, but hikari wheat germ through the winter at least. It is crap. That food I'm giving up at the minute, which is brow bites. Some right crap comes off it, and you've just seen me clean the drum out. So there you go. They look alright anyway. They're damn circling, because I know there's something going on. I've just turned the air off as well. But they're looking okay. Still something. I still know there's something going on though. There's something going on in there. We'll sort that out as we get there. Happy days. Catch you in a bit. How been ya? Sunday, 26th, 27th of October. I've just looked as well. This just don't work there. 27th of October. It's just going dark. Clocks have gone back. So it's dark nights now. Dark mornings, dark nights for me. Depressing stage. I've got the covers up on the sleeper pond. I'll show you that in a minute as to why. Still sitting at 20 degrees, so all's good in there. These are all okay now, so now I'm scrubbing the bag, getting some food down them. There's some food up on the top. There's a bit of sinking pellet in there as well, so it gives the tamasabas something to do. But the feeder off the sleeper pond's on here at the minute, and that's just fed them. So they've had 2 feeds off this one this morning, today. Zoom out. 2 feeds off this one today, and they've just had another feed off that one. And the reason that one's on there is because we got the bowl out. Now, went out today for some dinner. Now, at this place we go, it's called Barnet Hill, just outside of Starbury, on the Worcester Road. There's a Maidenhead Aquatics there, and I've never bought fish up until today from a Maidenhead Aquatics. I see Kenny down there. You probably see Kenny knocking about on videos. I see him down there and we got talking, and while we were looking in this pond, my missus picked out one out. Now these have been well fed. I mean, I will admit they have been well fed. So I picked one out, so I've got another one now to go in the sleeper pond. Now the sleeper pond at the minute is as green as grass because it's got Alpha-X in. It's had 2 doses, so that's just in case on the fish from rod basting, if you remember. So there's a couple of doses of Alpha-X gone in there. It is starting to lose its colour slightly now, but it's going to have another dose because this one's giving in. I don't know who the breeder is, but my missus said this and I said, oh, I like that. I said, it's got all the blackfins, Motoguru and Showa, tay finished. And to be fair, it ain't a bad fish. It's 20 cm, I've just measured it. So I'm going to see how it goes. Now it's going into 20 degrees. It's just swimming around in some of my water and some of its own at the minute. But they have got bellies on them. And the reason being is because places like that charge the kids £1 a tub to feed the fish. So they get fed all the while. So yeah, having that much in here. You'll have a few, but yeah, having that much. So we'll see how it goes anyway. We'll get it in and we'll leave it in there. I have got it in a couple out. There is too many fish in here already. There's about 26 fish in here now. And I have got to thin some out, but the trouble is them all, except for a couple good fish, well, them all good fish, but there's a couple what don't really float my boat. Update on that, working fine. As you can see, I've stood it on a tray just to get the water away from the main pond. So the main sleeper pond now is dry, and I've got it stood on that tray, and just at the back of there you can see I've got a drainage pipe into the tray. I think I've already showed you this AI, and it's just taking the water away. It's just dripping down there out the way. So that's touch wood. That seems to be okay at the minute. It's keeping the pond at 20 anyway, so happy days. Alright, so I'm going to get this one in I'll probably wrap it on this now. Wrap it up. And we'll see how this one goes now. I don't know who the breeder is, if I'm quite honest with you. I really don't know. It could be English for all I know. There you go. So don't forget them 2 new channels what I mentioned earlier on in the video as well. Go and give them a like and give them a subscribe and say hello to them. That's Paul and Ryan. Those 2 decent channels out there for you to watch. I wouldn't say mine's are decent, but you keep watching it. There you go. Anyway, I'll leave you to it, and I'll probably stick this up either tonight or tomorrow. Catch you later, guys, in a bit, 8.